Hello everyone, I'm Hans. Today I'm going to talk about a marine biological study. And the topic is migration and habitat of white sharks in the Eastern Pacific Ocean. And first, I would like to introduce the white shark. The white shark are members of Lemnidae families, and this species have two following features. The first one is their spatial muscle structure. Their centralized muscle make them powerful so that they can swim fast and long distance for a long time. And the other one is their heat exchanger. This feature can help them to adapt to different water temperature when they dive. And this feature is very important for the white shark and this study. And this map shows their aggregation site and migration path. The red points show their aggregation site, and they are California, Eastern Canada, South Africa, and Southern Australia. And the yellow line is their migration path. The first one is between California and Hawaii, and the other one is between South Africa and Southern Australia. And this study focuses on this area. And in a shark's behavior, there is a seasonal mystery. The shark originally lived alone in California coast, but in spring and summer, the shark disappeared from the Gulf of California. In previous study, they say the shark traveled to Southern California to mate or give birth. But in the new findings say that the shark swim to the Pacific offshore coast area and Hawaii. And the distance is almost about 2,500 kilometers. Therefore, there are 2 points regarding the research purpose. The first one is the scientists want to understand their seasonal migration patterns. And the other one is they want to compare their habitat use between the Nearctic and Pelagic ocean environment. And the scientists use the pop-up satellite tags on the shark backs and to chase their migration pattern and other information. And they didn't capture them or lure the white shark. And when the chasing finished, the tags can automatically detach so that the scientists can retrieve them for analysis. And they use a light and sea surface temperature-based geolocation, kernel density method, and research their movement pattern and diving behaviors. In this study, they successfully retrieved 20 tags. And in the following section, I will focus on these two sharks. The first one is 17U, and its gender is unknown. And the other one is 18F, its gender is female. And both of them are sub-adult. Okay, let's look at the result. These 4 maps show their activity density in different seasons. And the color bar is their proportion of days. The red area represents a great number of the day, and the blue area represents fewer days. And we can see that the shark near the coast of California in autumn and winter. But in spring and summer, they swim away from the coast of California and go to the offshore coast area in Pacific Ocean. And this hotspot is the offshore coast area. It also has a special name, is White Shark Cafe. And these two charts show their nearshore and offshore activity. And the color bar represents temperature, the x-axis represents the date, and the y-axis represents depth. We can see that in nearshore, the shark tend to stay near the surface, and the depth is almost about 0 to 100 meters. And in offshore, the shark dive up and down almost every day. And the deepest point, they can reach about 600 meters. Next, and I will use this map to introduce shark details, migration patterns, and what they do in different area. And I will introduce these 4 areas. The first one is nearshore habitat, and then travel west, arrive offshore core area, and main Hawaiian islands. First is California coast. These 2 charts show how much time they spend at different depths, and the color bar is the time at depths, and the x-axis is the hour of the day, and the y-axis is the depth. We can see that when they in California coast, they stay near the surface all day. And because there are many pinnipeds, such as seals or sea lions on the rocks, and there are good food source for white shark. So the shark will stay near the surface and attack them to eat. And after a period of time, the food source decrease, and the shark will be attacked by killer whale. So they move and swim away the California coast. And after they leave, they travel west. We can see that when they swim, they dive during the day and return to the surface at night. And this study suggests that their migration paths are extremely straight. According to previous research, they think the shark might use the moon or star for navigation. So this is a reason that why the shark need to return to the sea surface at night. And then they arrive offshore core area. In this area, they dive up and down every day. And there are 3 purpose reasons for they stay in offshore core area. The first one is for foraging, because there are many prey fish that they can eat. And the other is for mating or giving a birth. But the scientists suggest that the sub-adult sharks also go to the white shark cafe. So the reason for mating and giving birth may to be confirmed, or there are other reasons. And finally, they arrive main Hawaiian island. And their activity are similar to that in White Shark Cafe. They also dive up and down. And the number 18F is back to California coast earlier, so that we can see it also tend to stay in the surface. And their movement reason is also for food researching, food searching. They eat the pinniped and whale placentas. And in last talks, I said the placenta is white shark baby. It's not true, and I'm sorry. It's a temporary organ form when the whale pregnancy. And the shark hunting strategy, they watch the prey's shadow and attack them from below. Okay, finally, this is my research conclusion. And in their seasonal migration pattern, in autumn and winter, they tend to near the California coast. And in spring and summer, they swim to the White Shark Cafe and Hawaiian Islands. And their behavior in nearshore and offshore, they remain close to the surface in nearshore. And in offshore, they dive up and down every day. But the reason for this behavior remain unclear. And this is my presentation. Thanks for your listening.